Last Valentine's Day, I decided to do something different, something unforgettable. So I booked a solo trip to Goa, the land of beaches, parties, and unlimited possibilities. I spent my days soaking in the sun, hopping from one beach to another, and my nights getting lost in the electrifying club scene. Goa and alcohol go hand in hand. And trust me, skipping the liquor here should be a punishable offense. That night, I was at one of the best clubs in town, sipping on my vodka, enjoying the music, and watching strangers turn into lovers under the neon lights. Everything was perfect until I met him. He stood across the bar with his friends, tall, lean, with a rugged beard and big hands. Something about him made me stare a second too long. Maybe it was the way he carried himself, or maybe it was the alcohol playing tricks on me. He walked up to the bar, right across from where I was sitting, and ordered a glass of wine. I couldn't help but giggle. Wine. At a club like this? He noticed and asked, something wrong with ordering wine? I smirked and replied, absolutely not. But if you want to look sexy, whiskey is the way to go. He chuckled, took a sip of his wine, and walked away. I thought that was it, just a fleeting interaction. But Goa had other plans for me that night. A few drinks later, the music got louder, the crowd wilder, and I was completely lost in the rhythm. My body moved without thought, fueled by alcohol and adrenaline. And then someone grabbed my waist and pulled me close. It was him. He leaned in and whispered, I just had 3 pegs of whiskey. Now can I have this dance? I grinned. Hell yeah. We danced like we had known each other forever. Hands exploring, bodies swaying, eyes locking in ways that sent shivers down my spine. Hours passed in what felt like seconds. Then he said, I'm staying at a villa nearby. It has a pool, a view, and a king-size bed. You should check it out. I hesitated for a moment, then nodded. I wanted to see where the night would take me. His villa was breathtaking. A private pool, luxurious suites, soft golden lights, the kind of place where stories like this are meant to happen. But before anything could happen, I made myself clear. I'm not sleeping with you. He simply smiled and said, that thought didn't even cross my mind. I didn't believe him. Guys always say that. We were both exhausted. He went to his room, and I went to mine. I took a shower, my mind racing. I was into him. A lot. Should I at least kiss him? Hug him? Or just let the moment slip away? Before I could overthink, I wrapped a towel around myself, walked to his room, and knocked. He opened the door, looking slightly amused. Can't sleep? I looked into his eyes and whispered, I really need you to make love to me. He sighed and asked, are you still drunk? I begged, please, I want this. But he shook his head. You're not in the right state of mind. Get some rest. And just like that, he walked me back to my room. No expectations, no pressure, just a gentleman. The next morning, I woke up to the smell of coffee and toast. He was in the kitchen making breakfast. As we ate, he finally said, last night you were drunk and I didn't want to take advantage of that. Then he leaned in, his fingers grazing mine. But now you're completely conscious. And I want you to feel everything. With full awareness. My heart raced. I had never wanted someone this much before. He kissed me, slowly, passionately, deeply. And in that moment, I knew this was going to be the first time I ever let someone touch me like this. He carried me to his bed, his touch exploring, discovering, memorizing every inch of my skin. He didn't rush. He didn't demand. He just made me feel safe. wanted, and beautiful. When he finally asked, "Are you ready for it?" I whispered, "Of course." And then he wore his rubber and entered me gently, turning pain into pleasure, nerves into desire, and innocence into experience. He moved like he had all the time in the world. And with each moment, I surrendered completely. One round turned into 2, then 3, then 4. By the time it was 5 p.m., I was exhausted in the best way possible. I took a shower, got dressed, and before leaving, I turned to him one last time and smiled. Thank you. Not just for the night, but for respecting me, for waiting, for making my first time something I'd cherish forever. And with that, I walked away with a memory I'd never forget. What if you had one night that changed everything? Some people believe your first time should be with someone special. Others think it's just a moment, nothing more. But what if it could be both? What do you think? Do experiences like this stay with us forever? Or are they just fleeting memories of youth? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Like this video if you felt connected to the story. And don't forget to subscribe for more raw, real-life experiences. Until next time, stay fearless, stay open, and keep making unforgettable memories. See you in the next video.